Hello and welcome to On The Bench LFC. How are you all doing today? Thank you for joining me as always. In today's show we are going to be talking about Nabil Fekir. Where has he been? There's a picture that was tweeted out and a clip from the national French team, so we will discuss that. Alisson, there's more rumours about him possibly meeting Liverpool. We will discuss that as well. There's a few other things that we need to talk about in this one. Karius with some head scans. Was he concussed? I want to know what you guys make of it, and we will sit and talk about that as well. Algeria, we've got some stuff to talk about with that as well. Firstly, if you are a Liverpool supporter and you enjoy keeping up to date with daily transfer rumours, gossip and done deals, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already and tick that bell notification so that you don't miss out on any breaking news in the near future. And don't forget, as always, guys, if you can leave a thumbs up on the video for me, I appreciate your support as always. If you're not able to watch this live and you're not able to leave, obviously, a comment in the live stream, don't forget, as always, you can leave a comment once a video is processed. I will read all my comments and reply to as many as possible. Okay, thank you for joining me, everyone that is in the live stream. So, before we get started, I did put out a little quiz video last night. For those that are new to the channel, I do not normally live stream or do content on Sundays because it is a family day. I had my son yesterday because my missus was at work. So I was like, right, I wasn't going to do anything, but he went to sleep quite early. So I thought I'd do something a little bit different. Do you want the answers? Okay, so the answer to the first question was 9 assists. That was for James Milner. If you didn't see the video, then you probably won't know what I'm on about. But if you did take part, 9 assists for James Milner. The second, whose teeth are these? Was Bobby Firmino for the second one. Who knocked off Jurgen Klopp's glasses? The answer was Benteke. Question number 4, Salah got 32 goals. Number 5, it was basically whoever you chose for that one. Number 6, the answer to that was 19 minutes, but I would have accepted 20 minutes as well because it was very close to the 20-minute mark. That was what time did Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain score that screamer against Man City in that 3-0 victory in the Champions League. Number 7, it was Oxlade-Chamberlain's teeth. That was that one. Number 8, again, that was whoever you had chosen for that one. And the last one, number 9, I think some of you got it a little bit wrong. I think you got a bit confused. It was 10 goals. It was basically, the question was, how many goals were scored between Liverpool and Brighton over both games in the Premier League? A lot of you guys went with 9 goals, which was how many Liverpool had scored. But over both games, it was 5-1 to Liverpool and then 4-0. So the answer was actually 10 goals. But I will accept the 9 because I believe that some of you got it a little bit wrong. Okay, so there you go. Congratulations to anyone that did get all the questions right. Yeah, especially if you didn't use Google. All right, so there you go. Let's get straight on to today's updates and everything. Thank you for joining me, everyone. Welcome to Streamferno. Right, where has Nabil Fekir been? The French national team's Twitter account tweeted out the picture that you probably saw on the thumbnail and said that Nabil Fekir has rejoined the French national team. Now, a few of you guys started messaging me this, saying, where's he been, Daz? Like, do you know where he's been? I haven't got a clue where he's been. You know, I'm not a friend of his. He doesn't follow me on Instagram, so I don't have a clue. I can't really answer you with that one. But at the same time, it is a little bit confusing, isn't it? It is a little bit weird. I do get why you guys are like, oh, could this mean that possibly he's meeting Liverpool? So for me, I'm going to say with the other update, because I didn't do a video yesterday, Nabil Fekir's agent come out, and the latest that we got with Fekir, his agent said that he basically confirmed Liverpool's interest in a player, but he said that nothing has been done so far. He said that basically they're awaiting the green light and that another team could still come in as well. So what I'm making of all this Nabil Fekir stuff is that, yes, there's not been a fee agreed. When he's saying about the green light, some people are saying it sounds like he's still not saying that Fekir can leave Lyon. I don't believe that's the case, okay? I believe what he means is Liverpool need to agree a fee, and as soon as they put the right amount of money in place for Fekir, then Ulas we'll turn around and say, okay, there's your green light. We've accepted that bid now. You can agree personal terms, whatever, bish, bash, bosh, on your way. That's what it is. But from what we're seeing, and you know, the updates are pretty much the same as what we keep seeing. It's getting very boring. Leon want to keep it until after the World Cup. For me, if Liverpool have got him as a target, if Klopp wants him, it will happen. All right, I don't think there's any difference in signing him now, today, tomorrow, or after the World Cup, because he's not going to be playing for Liverpool any quicker. I did say that I thought that if Liverpool had to wait until after the World Cup, I don't think it will happen, but at the same time, you know, if it is going to drag out, then whatever. Seriously, as long as we get him in the end, I don't care. But yes, where has Fekir been? It is a good question. I would like to know. He could have been seeing a friend. You know, he could have been visiting his mate from Instagram. We don't know, do we? Let me know what you make of it, guys. Do you think that maybe he's been meeting Liverpool? Do you think it could just be anything silly? You know, he could have just popped to the doctors or something. We don't know, do we? But as always, let me know in the comments if you're not watching it live. Let me know what you lot make of it, okay? Right. Did you guys see Firmino score for Brazil? Obviously, he does what he did best. Scored another goal. Should Firmino start for Brazil? Yes, he bloody should in the World Cup. I will watch Brazil if 1, Liverpool sign Alisson, and 2, Bobby starts for them. He is their best striker. I feel that Brazil have got a good chance of winning the World Cup if they start with Bobby up front. I'm not going to lie, with the other players, with the other attacking players that they've got, they will be stupid not to have Bobby linking all them players up. Seriously, Neymar, that player that used to play for us, playing off of Bobby, it would be ridiculous. So, yes, it was good to see Bobby score another goal at Anfield, but on a serious note, he should start. What did you guys make of watching Alisson? Obviously, I didn't get to watch the whole game or whatever, but apparently he was a bit shaky at the beginning and then grew into the game is what a lot of you was telling me. So that sounded good. The rumours to do with Alisson, from what we can see at the moment, is that apparently he met some Liverpool representatives. Now, there's a few different reports. One is before the Liverpool game, before the Brazil game. There's a couple that are saying afterwards in the evening time as well. Should we be getting our hopes up over it? I believe not. But at the same time, a lot of people are trying to say that the people that are sourcing this are meant to be reliable. Okay, so as always, let me know what you guys make of it. It's up to you to try and debunk and do your thing with it. But yeah, Alisson, 60 odd million. If Liverpool are going to go all out for a goalkeeper, then I believe that it would probably be Alisson more than it would be the Oblak. With the latest Oblak rumours and stuff, as much as I would love Oblak, I just think Alisson is probably that #1 target. I really do. I believe that more than anything. We've got some other stuff to talk about with goalkeepers, but firstly, before we get talking about this head trauma and stuff with Karius, Nigeria looks close to moving on loan to Rangers. A lot of you guys have been saying, do I feel that Steven Gerrard will take any of our youth players to Rangers, albeit on loan, or maybe try and sign them on a permanent? It does seem like Nigeria may be joining Steven Gerrard on loan. We will have to wait and see over the next couple of days, but it does look like he may be one of them players that goes. Do you think that's a good move for him? He definitely is not going to get into Liverpool starting 11 at all, is he? He's got a lot of talent. I like him. I rate him as a youngster. I would like to see him go there, see what Gerrard can carry on with his progression, see what he can do with him. I think that it would be a good move. I really do. And there's a couple of other players as well that I feel would benefit from joining him at Rangers as well. So we will have to wait and see whether it does happen. But there are the reports suggesting that he will go there on loan. Let me just see whether there's anything else here. Right, so Emre Can. Finally, it looks like this is over as well, guys. Agreed a 4-year deal at Juventus. We knew it was coming, didn't we? It's not exactly a big secret that Emre Can was leaving Liverpool anyway. And Juventus have been linked with him pretty much 20 years. That's how it's felt anyway. Yes, 4-year deal for Juventus. Everyone's already asked me, what do I make of this? I don't really care now that he's not a Liverpool player. Look, my overall views on it is Emre Can wasn't consistent enough anyway for my liking. He is a good player. And if he was committed to Liverpool, I would have been like, yes. If he could be more consistent, Emre Can has shown that he's definitely a good player on his day. But his consistency levels, he fell into that bracket for me as a Liverpool player that needed to be better consistently. So, yes, he will go away and play the best part of his years now. He's hitting his prime. So it is a loss in that sense that we'd kind of built him up to his prime years and now he's leaving. But at the same time, if he doesn't want to play for Liverpool, he's not committed. I only want players to play for Liverpool that want to commit to Liverpool, that don't want to jump off that moving train, you know. And Can is one of them players. So good riddance. At least it's to Juventus. At least it's not to Man City, Man United, Chelsea, a team like that. Someone that's going to be competing with Liverpool for that Premier League title. It's not to someone like that. So he's going to be out of mind soon, so that's good. I think that with Firmino coming in, with Naby Keita coming in, that softens a blow a lot. And will we miss him? A lot of people are saying about Coutinho. When Coutinho went, everyone was like, oh my God, we're going to miss Coutinho. And then we didn't really miss Coutinho that much. Some will argue that and say that we have, because we need a set piece taker. Yes, I agree, we do still. And we do need someone that's got that bit of spark. But Emre Can going, when you've got Firmino and Naby Keita coming in, I don't know whether we will miss Emre Can. And like I say, he wasn't very consistent. So for me, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think we'd be all right without Emre Can. I really do. But when people are saying to me, we should sell other midfielders, Adam Lallana, James Milner and stuff, you've got to remember that Emre Can has left for squad, and look at where we was towards the end of last season with injuries, squad depth and stuff like that. I don't think we should be selling other midfielders unless we see another couple of midfielders come in. Fekir could be one of them, hopefully. But, you know, Emre Can is one of them players that's now going, so we are another midfielder light. So I need to see at least another midfielder or two come in before we should be discussing selling one of our other midfielders, for me at least, guys. A couple of people have asked me about obviously that Man City player, that winger that was pocketed by Trent and not making a World Cup squad for Germany, Leroy Sane. Yeah, that's a bit of a weird one. Yes, he's not really fantastic for the German world, for his national team, but been brilliant for Man City. It's not Liverpool related, but what are your guys' views on that? Would he be a big miss for Germany? I don't know, to be honest, but yeah, I do like the point that a few people have been saying online that Trent did pocket him. So yeah, let me know what you guys make of that. It is a bit of a big topic on social media today, so I thought I would bring it up because a few of you guys have messaged me about it saying, what do I make of it? It's not Liverpool related. He doesn't play for England. I don't really care. If it weakens Germany and it means that England have got a better chance, not that I think England have got a great chance, but yeah, it doesn't really bother me. But yeah, if it's something you guys want to talk about, let me know what you make of it. Right, I believe, guys, that's it. So we can talk about this Karius stuff. I will get to your comments. I always talk to you guys and talk about your comments. But firstly, let's talk about this Karius stuff. So Karius apparently got sent for head scans because there was fear that he was concussed after that Ramos challenge. Where, have you seen the clips by now where he lunged in and he elbowed him, and it looked like towards the temple area, towards the head anyway. There was definitely a collision and it was on purpose. There's no way that was not on purpose. It was definitely done to try and injure Karius. Now that's two players that Ramos, at least in that match, purposely injured. So to begin this, I want to say that Ramos needs to be looked at even more so, and shouldn't be a professional football player. He shouldn't be allowed to continue. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Not only was I fuming about Mohamed Salah, but yeah, if Karius was concussed, then that was more so that Ramos did, basically, that stole the Champions League final away from Liverpool. But there's more to talk about with this, guys, all right? Karius being concussed, why are we only just hearing about this now? Why was the medical team not on top of this more? If Karius felt funny in that game after that, why did he not make it aware? Did he know about it? We don't know. Concussion's a weird thing. If any of you guys have been concussed before, you might not have been aware of it, but I want to know what you lot make of this, okay? Is this just a bit of a smokescreen? Is this Liverpool's way of saying we're not going to sign another goalkeeper and we're going to stick with Karius? Is it trying to take some of the blame away from some mistakes that he made? I don't know. It's all a big talking point. I really do think it is. And I want to know what you lot make of it, okay? I don't know, but I feel that after a head injury like that, I think that he should have been examined. I really do, a bit more. Especially after where he rolled it to Benzema. I think it was all a little bit weird, guys, right? The challenge has gone in. He's rolled it to Benzema. And then Bale taking a long shot like that. Yes, Bale has got ability, but has Ramos done that and then said to the boys, you know, try and take long shots at him, he'd be wobbly, I've smashed him in it. I don't know whether that's happened or not. Obviously that's all just ifs and buts and maybes, but I don't know why they're bringing this up now. All right, is it to take some of the pressure off Karius? Is this now something that may suggest that Liverpool are sticking with Karius as number one? Let me know what you guys make of it. Do you feel a bit more sorry for him if he was concussed? Okay, that's what I want to know. It's very weird and it's difficult for me because if he was concussed and he was all over the place, concussion is a weird thing. But at the same time, is it just an excuse now? Has Karius turned around and gone, look, you know, he elbowed me in the head. I didn't know what I was doing. I don't know. I feel very mixed over this, all right? Because if you did feel wobbly, you should have brought it up and you should have been off the pitch. So it's difficult, all right? Frank Angel says, I think you're saying, I hope Ramos breaks his leg in a World Cup. I hope some Russians kills him during the World Cup, says Tom. Wow, see, so people are really, really upset about this. Normally, if you're concussed, you vomit. Was he sick? No, says Jay. Not always, Jay, not always about concussion. You know, I've been concussed before. I'm heavily first aid trained. And I've seen people concussed and not be sick, but I don't know. Like I say, I'm not trying to argue for Karius here. I'm saying concussion's a very weird situation. And I'm not trying to have his back in any way, shape or form with this, guys. All right. So for me, he should have been examined thoroughly after that head injury anyway. But I'm not too happy about this because I don't know why they're bringing this up now. I don't know why. It seems a little bit weird for me, all right? Is this now to say that he's going to be number one goalkeeper? I'm not too sure. That's why I want to get your guys' views. I am going to come to the comments now, as always. Thank you for joining me, everyone. I've kind of spoke about everything that I wanted to. Thank you for everyone that did take part in that quiz. Did you like that quiz video? All right, because I will do more like that. A bit more interaction, a bit more fun videos as well in between the live streams, in between the updates and things. I do want to do bits like that on the channel, but it was a bit of a test run just to see how you guys reacted to it. Let Madrid have Alisson, says Nathan. Yeah, obviously that's the other team that are linked with him as well. Jason says, I'm strangely excited about Fekir for a man my age. I don't think you're the only one, Jason. I believe everyone's getting really, really hyped and excited about Fekir. It's very much dragging and it's getting very boring and very old, and it's very much the same, and I feel like all these reports are kind of twisting and changing the words slightly here and there, and it's all very clicky and very clickbaity and stuff. But this today, him returning to the national team, it is very true. Where is he? Where has he been? That is something that I thought I would do on this video, because like I say, I'm getting sick of kind of updating about Fekir. I want him myself, but when my phone goes nuts and people are saying, Daz, where's Fekir been? You know, I've got to do it in a live stream. I've got to update you guys. We should have brought Pepe Reina back, says Paul. Yeah, a lot of people saying that, Paul. A lot of people. Welcome to the stream, by the way, Paul. Good to see one of my mods in the building. Fatal says, heard Fekir left the French squad for a bit, but now is back. Wonder where he was. Yes, exactly, Fatal, exactly. Will says, whole squad got a day off. He probably hasn't been anywhere special. See, this is what I'm saying. It could just be he popped to the shop, or he went to the doctor, or he was with a friend, or whatever. He could have been with his mate on Instagram. We don't know. We really don't know, but everyone's making a big deal about it, aren't they? So I thought I'd ask you guys, where has he been? Do you think this could be a sign? Do you think it's nothing? It is really good to get your guys' opinions on it all the time. For me, again, after his agent spoke and said that nothing's been done, I'm not getting overexcited on it. I think this one's going to drag out a bit, personally, all right? But I always just give you guys what I see. Same on my Twitter. Everything that I retweet, guys, is for you guys to, just so that you can see it. It doesn't always mean that I believe it, but I retweet everything so that you guys can see what I'm seeing, okay? Shane says, still close. I'm hearing about Oblak. Where are you seeing that, Shane? I'm not believing everything that I'm seeing about Oblak personally at the moment, but it's always good to see where you guys are reading this stuff about Oblak. I mean, I can look into it a bit more. Banter says, how long have I missed? At the moment, we've been going for nearly 20 minutes. I think about 15-20 minutes. I don't like Alisson as he likes to parry the ball and our defenders like to switch off. Nathan, it is something that I've touched on as well myself, my friend. I did say that for me, I would prefer a keeper that likes to catch a ball and is confident and commanding his area. Alisson is normally confident with the ball at his feet, and it seems like we need a keeper that is good with the ball at his feet as well. Oblak is more of a stay on his line keeper from what a lot of people are telling me. He's not as good as Alisson with his feet. Everyone that watches the two goalkeepers a lot more than what I do are saying that Alisson would be better with his feet. That's the argument there. But for me, Alisson does definitely like to push the ball back a bit more. And we've seen with Karius do that. We've seen when Mignolet fumbles the ball and does stuff like that. We've seen our defenders, like you say, switch off. And it costs us goals. So I don't want to see a goalkeeper that does that. But Brazilian #1 goalkeeper, it's an upgrade. It is an upgrade. But it's a difficult one. It's difficult. Does he come in and does really well at Liverpool? Will our defenders be better next year? Will Lovren be more consistent? Van Dijk, obviously, come in. He will have more experience. They will have gelled more by next year. Robertson being at a team for longer. Trent, Klein being back next year. Everything will be a bit more solid, I hope, next year. The players will be used to playing with each other more. You bring a new goalkeeper into the fray. Everything looks like it could be better next year, but it depends what goalkeeper we bring in, don't we? Jay says Spanish press. Don Ballon says Shane. Do not believe them, Shane. Do not believe them, my friend. That's what everyone's going off, but they are very unreliable. Very, very unreliable. Express said 79 million for Oblak, says Henry. I'll have a little bit more digging on Oblak, guys, but before I did this stream, I never saw anything that had any evidence to suggest that Liverpool are definitely bidding for Oblak at the moment, okay? But that's just me. Like I say, everyone believes what they want to believe and everything. All I do is tell you what I make of it all. But at the moment, I haven't seen any evidence like this with Alisson. Liverpool meeting the Liverpool representatives meeting Alisson before or that evening of the Brazil game. You see that apparently the sources are reliable from what we're hearing to say that it could well have happened. It could have happened. But for me, I want to see, Paul Joyce. I want to see Melissa Reddy. I want to see some of the Liverpool journalists actually come out and say, look, this is true, this has happened, but they're keeping so quiet on everything. Nobody knows really what's going on. I keep saying on Twitter, does anyone actually know what is going on with Fekir? No one really does. You saw it, the evidence is there with Firmino. A key talking point at the moment is, since the Van Dijk stuff happened, Liverpool have been really, really clever with their transfer business. They keep everything quiet. No one knows what's going on until the last minute with everything. So I think the Fekir stuff will come out of the blue, even though it's been dragging on loads. I think once everything's kind of been done by Edwards, Leon, Liverpool, once that's all been agreed and that, all of a sudden it will go from, it's all rumours, next minute, boom, done, yep, announced, he's in a Liverpool top and all that. You see him signing the contract. I believe it will happen really quick in that sense, even though it's been dragging on for ages. But same with whatever keeper we have. I believe everything that we're seeing at the moment is clickbait, rumours, all that sort of stuff. But as always, I only tell you what I believe of it all. I mean, it's up to you guys to tell me what you believe. I I do get excited about some things. I've been adamant that Fekir was a target for ages, even when people were telling me, no way. The latest with Dembele as well, I said that there could be movement with it, but the latest with that is Barcelona. Adamant pretty much that Dembele will be staying at Barcelona for the future, but they keep changing their mind like the wind. So we'll have to wait and see how that one pans out. Michael Dunn, welcome to the stream, my friend. Shout out for me, please, Daz. Michael Dunn, top mod in the building. There's your shout out, Michael. Good to see a couple of my mods in today. Ferno as well as a mod. Alisson is not a massive upgrade on Karius, but Oblak is a gigantic upgrade on Karius. Yeah. I'm seeing that a lot at the moment, Ferno. I'm seeing that a lot. A lot of people are starting to say, look at what Liverpool did to Alisson in the Champions League. How many goals we scored against him. His play style. Is he really that much of an upgrade on what we've got, considering how much we may have to pay for him? I mean, you look at Oblak for not a lot more money. I know who I would choose, but it's who will Klopp choose? Who will Liverpool choose? You've had the rumours like apparently Liverpool's hierarchy are trying to go against Jurgen Klopp on this. That's a load of rubbish. I can't see Liverpool owners really turning against Klopp on a transfer. Klopp has done outstanding with his transfers. I really can't see the owners going, no, we want Oblak just because you want it. No way. And that was rubbish. That was absolute rubbish. Martin says Fekir will run all window. Leon in no rush to sell. They want a bidding war. They are hoping he has a good World Cup and drive the price up. It does very much seem that way, Martin. Orles is not stupid. He's trying to drag it out as much as possible. If you're going off what the agent of Fekir last said, talking about the green light, that I believe is Ulis not as accepted an offer from Liverpool at the moment, but at least he's confirmed the interest. You saw with the Bayern Munich, when Bayern Munich, all them reports was coming out and all them rumours, the agent outrightly just said there's no contact with Bayern Munich. When asked about Liverpool, he said the interest with Liverpool is there, but he also said, but there's no green light from Ulis, basically, and he said that, another team could come in. Is that, I was also thinking of it another way, is that him trying to say to Liverpool, come on, you need to up your game, you need to get this deal done? We don't know at the moment, we don't know, but anything is possible. But with this Fekir stuff, we know that Leon are going to try and hold out as long as possible. All I will say to you is, you know what Liverpool do now when Klopp wants a player. You saw it with Van Dijk, you've seen it with Keita. Fabinho was done and dusted without us even knowing about. I'm sure we won't know what is fully going on behind closed doors. Fekir's a transfer target for Liverpool, has been for over a year. I believed it for a long time, even when people were saying it wasn't true, even without other people, even without journalists and that reporting it. I said it a year ago. Over a year ago, and now it's all coming out. I believe it will happen, but yeah, like you guys are saying about after the World Cup, let's face it, guys, he can't play for Liverpool any sooner, can he? So it doesn't matter whether we sign him now, today, or tomorrow, or after the World Cup. It really doesn't matter, but it would be nice to finally put this to bed, like with that Emre Can stuff dragging on and everything. It's the updates that is doing my head in, and keep refreshing Twitter. How many of you guys are sitting there just every single day? It must be doing your heads in. It is me. Tarkan says, do you think we will sign Fekir? Please answer. I believe we will. I believe we will. I believe we're front runners. Like I say, but I can't tell you when it will happen. Leon are trying to be stubborn. It will happen though. I believe it will, but I need to point out to anyone, I don't have any knowledge, I don't have any sources. I'm the same as you guys. I'm a Liverpool supporter, okay? The Anfield Lark says, sub, defo think we're not going to hear a sniff until the transfers happen. Thank you for the subscribe, my friend. Welcome to the channel. For anyone that's new to the channel and has subscribed, massive thank you for the subscription. And for anyone that's been a subscriber for time, you're all legends. Thank you for keep supporting the channel. It means a lot that you guys tune in every single day and leaving a thumbs up on the streams and stuff. Yeah, it's amazing, honestly. Jay says, we do need a goalkeeper coach, defo. Yeah, another big talking point there, guys. Everyone keeps saying, should we be looking at that goalkeeper coach? Should we? Because let's face it, the goalkeepers have not lived up to what they should have done at Liverpool. Have we seen a progression with goalkeepers at Liverpool? We haven't, have we? What is the job of a goalkeeper? Now, people are saying that Karius improved when being made number one. He did. in the season he did. People are talking about the clean sheets and that, but is Karius, is his improvement, is it fair to say, the way I look at it, that Karius improved because Liverpool improved defensively? Because we did, didn't we? I didn't watch a game last year where I looked at Karius where Liverpool was under fire big time. We had a shocker of a game where defensively we were crap. It just wasn't working for Liverpool all over the pitch. And Karius just was pulling off save after save. And, you know, Liverpool could have been 6 goals down by half time if it wasn't for Karius. I haven't seen a game like that. You know, so loads of people are saying things like that. But I'm yet to see Karius pull out all the stops for Liverpool. I've seen some good saves from him. But when people point out, yeah, but Karius made this world-class save, Karius made that save. He's a Liverpool goalkeeper. He should be making saves like that. That's what they're paid to do. They should be making saves. That's their job. Nathan says, I'm subbed to both channels for a long time. Can I be mod? I need to sort out the mod situation, Nathan, because I've got loads of mods. I do need to sort it out because I need to make sure I've got definite mods on the channels that will be there for each live stream and everything, because we did get some Man United supporters in the last stream that was being abusive and everything. I didn't have any mods about. Okay, so I need to review it, look at who joins in every stream and everything, and sort it out and stuff, guys. All right. And for like, there's talk today that the club think Karius had concussion after another Ramos incident. I know, my friend, I know. I did bring it up already in this live stream. As I said, for those that aren't watching it live, and for those of you that are in live now, let me know what you make of it. Is it Liverpool? Why are they bringing it up now? Do you feel sorry for him more with that, or do you feel like, is it an excuse? Why is this coming about now? Should Karius have been subbed off in that game then? There was obviously a head injury there. Should it have been made aware sooner in the game? Because it did cost Liverpool. It did. There was a few things that cost Liverpool in that game. That did. It was part of it. Joshua says, I personally think Karius is good enough to be our second choice keeper. Yeah, I'm not one of these guys that are saying Karius should be banished from Liverpool forever. Thou shalt not return. He was a good goalkeeper before he come in to the club. It hasn't worked for him so far. I believe that, you know, Klopp said to him, I'm making you #1 goalkeeper now. It's your turn to prove to me that you deserve to be #1. He started to do well, but with that Champions League final, it didn't happen, did it? This is what worries me now about this concussion stuff coming out. Is this now Liverpool saying we're not going to go out there and spend big on a #1 goalkeeper because Karius was concussed? That's why he made them mistakes. I do not want to see that stuff. I do not want to be hearing that. Because what are they then going to say if he does mess up throughout next year? You know, for me, he mentally wasn't strong enough. Mentally wasn't ready for the Champions League final. So for me, you know, I don't believe it. Yes, he could have been concussed. Yes, there was definitely an elbow, but we still need to sign a goalkeeper. Mignolet is going to leave anyway. Danny Ward deserves game time. Will he get it at Liverpool? He won't, because he didn't, did he, last year? So either way, we need to sign a goalkeeper. And why not go out there and spend, when there's a couple of goalkeepers that are out there that are available that we could go out and spend the money on? Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Liverpool are in a strong position this window to get the players to improve us. Let's do it. Let's do it this window. Bala says, Daz, if Liverpool wants to win trophies, first needs to sort the goalkeeper. Karius shouldn't be the #1 goalkeeper. It needs to find a better goalkeeper like Courtois or De Gea. Yeah, I agree. If you've got a good goalkeeper between the sticks, it does a lot in a way of, you know, strengthening your chance of winning the Premier League, strengthening your chances of winning trophies. It's been too long since Liverpool have been at the top and winning trophies, things like that. Goalkeepers win you games. Goals win you games. We've got goals. Defences win you games. You know, we're strengthening the midfield area. We've been better defensively. Van Dijk coming in. Robertson playing at left back has been really, really good. Trent coming into the form that he has. You know, we've been a lot better defensively, but I still feel there's mistakes in that defence that need to be eradicated. But and I still feel that we need to make sure that we got cover for Van Dijk. I really do. Lovren needs to prove to us that he can be consistent, like I keep saying on the channel, for a whole season. He really does. Welcome to the stream, Dave. Good to see you on board, my friend. Yeah, we've already got the goals, but, you know, this is my concerns, guys, for next year. that front three, you know, if you take one of them out of the team, you saw that it doesn't work. You saw that, you know, there is a difference in Bobby Firmino being on the pitch, or Sadio Mane or Salah, and bringing on Danny Ings, Dominic Solanke. You know, there's talk about what will happen with Origi. Will he stay? Will he go? Will he be loaned out? Will he be sold? Daniel Sturridge surely is going to be sold. He won't stay back. But there's a real difference. So you need to have a quality player as backup, you know, for the striker position. You need to have a plan B up there for these teams that sit back, because I would like to see, we've got the players that can put a ball into the box. So you need to have someone that is good in the air, that can be a menace in the box. You need that. We have got a couple of players that could be that, but you need that. You need to have cover for Van Dijk. You really do. We still, you know, we don't know whether we've got Fekir yet for that midfield, because we need a set piece specialist. We do, and we need that bit of spark that can really open up these teams. And you need that goalkeeper. That's you know, they're key parts that Liverpool need to improve if we want to win the Premier League. Because you look at how good Man City are. If we want to catch them, if we want to win the Premier League, they're the key elements that we need to address in this summer transfer window. And at the moment, we're still way off that, aren't we? So I want to see more from Liverpool, I really do. Ben says, Daz, what do you think about Delay from Ajax? He would be a good partnership for Van Dijk. Yeah, I didn't see much of him. Everyone keeps saying to me about him. I can't tell you whether I think he's a quality player or not, because I've only done what most people do with YouTube clips. He seems good, but everyone does. So I can't sit here and be honest on camera and say, I think it'd be amazing. I don't know, but yeah, from what everyone tells me that has watched him, he sounds like he would be a good fit for Liverpool. So we'll have to wait and see. But I'm always honest. I will never tell you this player will be quality for Liverpool. If I haven't seen him play regularly enough, I would never do that. Tanner, 80 million for Oblak is the best investment for a player who will play 4 to 8 years. There's no such rubbish as he needs to adapt. Yeah, for a goalkeeper, there's not much adapting that you need to do, really, is there? Can you save a ball? Can you catch a ball? There's not too much in a way, shape or form about it. Can he command his area? Yes. You know, the Premier League, they will throw more players into the area to try and knock him off the ball a bit more than what they might do in his league, but there's not too much in a way, shape or form that Oblak would have to adapt to the Premier League. There really isn't. Harry, if we let Madrid have Alisson, could we get Navas, and would like to see Navas at Anfield? Would he be good for us? I'm not too sure, Harry, mate. I'm not too sure. Do you guys reckon that Madrid are going to steal Alisson then? Do you think that Alisson will go there? There are these reports, there are the rumours about Alisson preferring Madrid. It's all over the place. Transfers is all over the place. Does that not highlight to you guys that no one has a clue about transfers right now? Because it does to me. It really does. This has been the first transfer window in a long time that I can honestly sit there and say to you guys, it is ridiculous to try and pin down who are Liverpool's main targets. It really is. It's not impossible. Michael says, do we have 80 million for a keeper? I believe that we do have a sizable amount of money. If you look at players that we'd be selling as well, does that mean that then it might take away from a player that we might be signing, or we may sign in an outfield position? Possibly. It may change Klopp's targets in other areas, but if you're going to be honest with yourself, would you rather spend 80 million on bringing in a world-class goalkeeper and saying you ain't got to worry about the goalkeeper now? I would do it. Will Klopp do that though? I don't know. Klopp's kind of built the Liverpool team from the front backwards. A lot of managers like to build from the back forwards, don't they? They start with a defence, get a half-decent defence, and then worry about the attack later. Because if you don't concede goals, then, goals will come later. But Klopp kind of went, right, let's get the quality attack, let's score, and then he's worked his way back. Van Dijk, one of the last players in. Now he's adding, you see a Klopp spine starting to come to Liverpool now, don't you? But Karius was brought in, it didn't work, did it? With Mignolet probably leaving, like I say, with Danny Ward with his future, massive question mark over his head. For me, that goalkeeper is it's got to be a serious area that we've got to address this summer. It really has. Leading up to the Champions League final, I was one of the guys that was like, no, I don't think we spend big in the summer on a goalkeeper. I think Klopp's head is probably stick with Karius because of the progression that he was showing in the Premier League last year. Mignolet will go, so we'll probably look for someone that will compete with Karius. But then after the Champions League, I thought, with Klopp saying that, you know, he's given Karius number 1 spot now to prove himself. Klopp's not stupid. Is Klopp, you know, like us? You know, will we look at Karius and go, you've had your chance, you didn't take it? I'm not too sure. Without sitting there and seeing what's been said behind closed doors, we never know, do we? But surely something's been said. Surely Klopp will have said to Karius, this is not the first time you've made mistakes. People are saying just because he's made a couple of mistakes in the Champions League final, he was doing really well in the Premier League. It's not his first mistake at Liverpool. It really isn't. And I'm sure that these people that are saying that about Karius, if he started making mistakes next year, will go, we should have signed a goalkeeper in the summer if we didn't. That's my fear, is that we don't address the goalkeeper this window, and then throughout the year, Karius then carried on making mistakes. And it's like, oh no, you know, that's the trouble, because then the goalkeepers might not be available. People are still saying about the Barcelona goalkeeper. Again, not a goalkeeper that I've followed much. I see the links there, I see the reports. We'll have to wait and see on that one. Is he an upgrade on Karius? He reminds me very much of a Karius before Karius signed for Liverpool. Yes, I've seen clips of him showing how calm he is compared to Karius, but it you know, it's one of them. Once he come into Liverpool, would he be an upgrade? It's hard to tell. If you're going to spend big, go for the best. If they're not available, go for the second best. I don't want to see Liverpool go for someone that could be better than Karius, for me. See, I told you it'd be a key talking point and a big talking point, all this Karius stuff. I really do, with the head scans and stuff. The Musk says, Daz, mate, when is the development on the new Kirkby training ground starting? It's a very good question. I don't know whether they've fully announced it at the moment, mate. I'll have to get back to you. I will look into it because I haven't seen anything at the moment, but I'll do a bit of digging on it. Maybe if Dave's still in the building, Dave might be able to have a look for me, because Dave is a little bit of a... Dave likes to look at everything like that for me. Read that he was 79 million bid for Oblak, says Cleon. Yeah, that's what the rumours are. Mike says, hi Daz, I'm in the stream, but I put it back to the beginning because I was late. I'm 20 minutes behind. Oh, so he will see this in about 20 minutes then. Welcome to the stream in 20 minutes, Mikey. Jamal, this is a good point here, guys. Jamal's put, Pep wasted no time in getting rid of Joe Hart. Klopp needs to be ruthless. Ship out Karius and, you know, the rest of the deadwood at Anfield. I don't like comparing other managers and stuff like that, but what Pep did at City, he identified the areas that City needed to strengthen and to sort out, to really push on to win it. Now, I don't like managers and I don't like teams that just throw their money at a situation to sort it out, but if Liverpool want to compete with teams that do that, then we've kind of got to do it to a certain degree, because otherwise you're never going to win anything. It's the sad truth of it. It really is. I like the manager that we've got because Klopp's not going to do that fully, but we do need to do it to a certain degree, and the goalkeeper and certain areas do need strengthening. So yeah, Pep did identify them areas and he did sort it, and you know, I'm hoping that Klopp identifies that Karius is still making mistakes. That is going to have a massive knock on him. That Champions League final, with this about him having head scans and that, is it to try and take a bit of the pressure off him mentally? Like I say, I don't like what I'm hearing about it, in case it is, we're not going to sign a number 1 goalkeeper. Karius is going to stay there, because I think that would be a mistake from Liverpool. I really do. I think this is your chance. Sort it out now. But I back Klopp. I back Klopp. I just hope that Klopp knows what he's doing. But I think we know by now that Klopp knows better than me. He knows better than most of us, doesn't he? We'll have to wait and see, though, what happens. Your mum says, people saying Karius needs a second chance, but he's already had his second chance this season. He got replaced by Simon in it, yep, and his second chance is gone. Yeah, exactly. I think people keep saying about People need to allow off Karius and that. You know, I'm not one of these people that's bashing Karius. I'm really not. But I'm also one of these people that's saying, yeah, he's made mistakes before, guys. I think people are forgetting that. Now's the time to try and get another quality keeper in. It really is. To win big, you have to go big, says Burden. Fully agree, guys. I really do. DLM says, still waiting for Fred Dill at Man United. You're right, mate. Welcome to the stream today. Arnold says, any goalie besides Oblak and Alisson would feel like a disappointment now. Is the time. Players want to come and the money is there. We'd be sorted for 10 years with either goalkeeper. Yes, exactly. Now is the time. Now is exactly the time. If you've got key targets out there, now's got to be the time. You know, it's like you say, the money's there. Players want to join Liverpool. You've got the right manager. You've got a feel-good factor at Liverpool. We was unlucky in the Champions League final. If not, it was unfairly taken away from us because of things. There's a massive platform there. It's a massive platform there. We've got the players that other players want to join as well. We shouldn't be losing our best players this window. So it's not like you're trying to promise a player, yeah, you're coming in to play with these players as well. And the next minute they're going to be going out the door. That shouldn't be happening. So it is the right time to add to it. And the more quality players that you add to your team, the more in the future you can say to other players, look, we've added this player and that player. We're now building this massive squad that we've got. Like, we're only adding you to it as well with your quality to what we've got. You can't tell me that we can't really be competing on all fronts for every trophy out there. This is Liverpool. We want to be back at the top. These are the players that we've got that can already achieve that. But if we add your quality to it as well, we will be back at the top. We're in a similar situation to that. We're not far off that. But if we delay it, if we don't do that this window, I'm worried that we may lose a player again in the future. That's what's happened to us in the past, isn't it? We've seen it so many times. I've seen it. I've seen we lose our best player as we bring in a quality player, and it always evens out, doesn't it? And then we always end up competing for the top four, and that Premier League title just keeps eluding us. And it is frustrating, but hopefully it doesn't this time. Hopefully it doesn't. I want to shut up all the Man United supporters 2018-2019 season, says Julian. Yeah, we need to really compete next year. But like I say, I'm not naive. Man City was outstanding last year. It will take a lot to really win the Premier League over them. They're only going to strengthen again. So that's what I'm saying. If Liverpool, if they're adamant that they want to try and win the Premier League, then now's the time to strengthen, isn't it? This new transfer window is mad with different different countries' window closing at different dates. So glad there is no release clause in our players' contract. Yes. Dave just said, does LFC training facility building expected to start this summer? Liverpool Echo. Thank you very much, Dave. There you go, guys. So it's meant to start in the summer. I thought it was around about time, but I didn't know whether it was official, anything. But thank you for looking it up, Dave. So there you go, guys. Yes. With the window being the way it is, what do you guys make of this window? Do you think it's going to benefit us, or do you think that it could give us a disadvantage, the Premier League teams? Let me know what you guys are making of that, because obviously it's a new thing. It's a weird one. It really is a weird one. But I am hoping that it's a good thing for us. I'm hoping that throughout the future it does benefit us, but I'm seeing some people say, no, it's absolutely stupid. So let me know what you guys make of it. Skurrit says we're better than Man City. Our spirit's better than Man City, but if I'm looking on paper, Skurrit, obviously we kicked them out of the Champions League, so we did kick them out of the Champions League, and I think that we are one of those teams that Klopp gets the better of Pep. Liverpool get the better of Man City. I do believe that. So I see what you're saying. But over a Premier League season, City, they smashed the league last year. So if you're looking at the Premier League table, Liverpool are still a bit off City to win the Premier League. That's why we need to strengthen. Like I say, I'm not one of these supporters that goes, yes, Liverpool are the best in the Premier League. To me, Liverpool are the best football team in the world because I love Liverpool. I'm not saying any different to that, but I'm being realistic in a sense of, if you want to compete with City, you've got to put some of the money where your mouth is, and you've got to get them quality players in. You've got to have the squad depth. You've really got to kick on. Is Karius the right goalkeeper to rely on? Probably not, guys, is he? He really isn't. You know, whether he was concussed in the Champions League final, whether he's starting to progress or not, I personally want to see a better goalkeeper come in next year. With the likes of Fekir and all this, whether it drags on after the World Cup or whatever, if we get him in the door, that's your free kick specialist. That's another captain added to the team. It's another quality player. Firmino coming in, Emre Can going out. You know, what highlights to me is that Emre Can's leaving and no one really cares. In a sense of everyone's like, we're not going to miss him because we've got Firmino and Naby coming in. That's how good we're starting to see this team and squad that Klopp is building. The future is good. The future looks good, looks bright, but we've got to continue this. We've got to continue this. You know, the train is well on its way, but it needs to keep running. We can't afford to keep stopping off at stops. We need it to just carry on. You know, and this window is a big part of getting us to where we need to be. I really do believe it. 2 successive seasons, Champions League football. Everyone's going to be looking at Liverpool next year. A lot of people are saying Liverpool are going to compete with City for the league. So we can't afford to disappoint. So we need to still get a few areas sorted, I believe. Banter says, sick of hearing on our day we can beat anyone. We should be able to beat anyone next season. City, Spurs, United, Chelsea, they're on notice. I'm trying to work out what you mean with it, mate, but I think you're saying on our day we can beat anyone. You're sick of hearing people say that, but you're saying we can beat anyone, basically. Karius is probably getting high to get rid of the pictures. No, even though Karius made mistakes at the Champions League final, he's our best keeper, and I think if you give him some time, he can get better, but we have given him so many chances. However, if Liverpool want... yeah, so you're saying you think he will get better? Yeah, I'm not saying Karius should leave Liverpool, but I think we need to get in a quality goalkeeper now. I really do. Screw it, that's so true. No one cares about Can leaving. Lol, he thought he was important, but now we got better than him. Yeah, you know, Firmino coming in, no one knows quite exactly how he will start for Liverpool, whether he will hit the ground running, but there's a lot of people that are saying that Liverpool have got ourselves a very, very good player. I believe that he is a quality player. I believe that he is fantastic. But there's people that are still going, well, we need to wait and see how he fits in and stuff. But if Klopp's identified him as he's the player that Klopp wanted, he will be just fine. You know, I said it before, Emre Can is a good player, but he wasn't consistent enough anyway for me. So let's see Firmino come in. Let's see Naby come in. Let's see a really strong midfield. Like I said in one of my live streams before, interestingly, so many people are picking midfields with Naby, Firmino, and if Fekir was to sign Fekir in there, it says a lot about what people made of our midfield before. I still highly rate, you know, Genie, Hendo and Lallana and Milner and that. I still rate all of our players, and with them being pushed to subs, that then gives you the squad depth, doesn't it? You know, and there'll be a lot of rotation next year. Just because I pick those players over them, I'm not trying to say they're not Liverpool quality or whatever. They will give you that squad depth. They will give you the rotation to be able to compete in the cups. And when people say Klopp not winning, why can't Klopp win trophies? Is the cups and that, they run up to the end of the season. We haven't had the squad depths, and maybe Klopp just hasn't ever had a real squad full of the quality players, like I said before. Hopefully we do end up with that this year. Kieran says we need better goalkeeper, come in, push Karius better. So yeah, so you're saying like get a better goalkeeper, even if it isn't as a number one, it will push Karius more. How many more signings do you think we'll make, says Dan? Good question, mate. I don't know, because like I say, you want someone that will compete for the front three. So that's one. I want a goalkeeper. Fekir is another one that I want. So that's 3 straight away there. And I would like to see a centre-back as well. So I'm hoping another 4. I'm hoping, but we don't know. No one knows what's going on with Liverpool at the moment and transfers. It's all up in the air, isn't it? And I wouldn't put it past it not being what Liverpool wanted in one way, but in another, we could be blown out the water and it could be like the best transfer window ever for Liverpool. It really is that sort of a transfer window, isn't it, this time? We just don't know. 4 to come, says Peter. He thinks, yeah, welcome to the stream, Peter. How are you, my friend? Yes, I believe 4 as well. I would like to see 4, but it's touch and go, isn't it? No one knows. Ashleen says, is Jan Oblak coming to Liverpool? it's all rumours, mate. It is all rumours. I would like to think so, but it's very much a rumour at the moment. No real evidence to suggest Oblak is coming to Liverpool or that Liverpool have officially bid for Oblak at the moment, guys. That's my opinion on it, okay? Skura says, I've got a feeling that next year Fekir will have a season like Riyad Mahrez did when Leicester won the league, or completely fluff his lines. Yeah, very possible, mate. Very possible. Michael says, I would love to see Griezmann, Daz. What do you think yourself? Of course. I would love to see him, but would it happen? Probably not, mate. Probably not. Ravi says, thanks for reading my comments, Daz. You're welcome, Ravi, mate. I do try to read everyone's comments. Everyone that is commenting, I will watch a live stream back afterwards, so I do read what you guys are saying. And as always, don't forget to leave a comment afterwards if you want to have a conversation with me. You guys know by now, I will reply to your comments as much as possible. Yeah, I do see people do get frustrated in the live streams and that. If I don't see it all, but it's really hard for me to read all my comments. I try to interact with all you Liverpool fans as much as possible. That's why I started the channel. That's what I love to do. I like to get as many of your guys' views as possible on Liverpool. Griezmann staying at Atletico, says Dave. Burden, Paul. Tom says, you think we will just sign Lamar and we don't if we don't get Fekir? Oh, do I think we will sign Lamar if we don't get Fekir? I don't. Probably not now, Tom, but I believe that was the case when it first came out. For anyone that's new that didn't hear me say it before, when we first bid for Thomas Lamar, that window where they was like, no, we want at least 90 million for him. Apparently we went for Fekir first and we was told, no, wait until this window. Leon said, no, he's not available. Come back in this transfer window. So then we turned our attention to Thomas Lamar. That's why I always had this belief in me that we will go for Fekir in this transfer window, that he was a target and that Thomas Lamar was never. If you remember, guys, for this last year, I was like, no, Thomas Lamar was always second choice to Fekir. I've said it for ages, but will that be the case in this one? I don't know. If we all of a sudden sign Thomas Lamar now, I think I'd be worried that Fekir would be off the cards. Because that was what I believe. But there's a lot of reports saying that Thomas Lamar is going to other places, that Liverpool won't be signing Thomas Lamar now this window. There's a lot to suggest that Fekir will end up at Liverpool, but it will just drag on a little bit probably. Paul says, Daz, you're a legend and a good friend. Love you, bro. I love you too, Paul. You're a legend as well, mate. I try my best to talk to you guys. And yeah, mods, I will do a private live stream with you guys soon as well, I promise. I know that I've been saying it for a bit that we need to do one again, but I will do it with some of you guys again, I promise. Maverick Daniel Will said, we do saying we will get the same. Cleon says, we know how hard it is for you, mate, but you're doing a great job. Thank you very much, Cleon, mate. Thank you very much. Sam says, got to go for dinner, boys. Take care, Sam. Enjoy your dinner. Oh, that's made me hungry. I don't even know what I got for food tonight. Obviously, my kitchen is in the background, so there's nothing on. Would you take Batshuayi and Shaqiri as a backup, Daz? Says Ferno. I think that's Shaqiri. Yeah, I think whoever signs him, I think it'd be a bit of a steal, especially as a backup for Liverpool. I couldn't see why you wouldn't take Shaqiri as a backup. I really don't. I think experienced player with quality that he's got for cheap, it's a good option there. It really is. I don't think Batshuayi, if that's how you pronounce his name, I don't think that he would join Liverpool. But Shaqiri, I could see him being up for a move to Liverpool, possibly. Connor says, I prefer Oblak to Alisson. What do you prefer? I prefer Oblak as well, my friend. I do. Tom, I would like Werner. He could actually rotate on the wing as well. I believe his pace could really be used on a winger. What's your thought, Daz? Yeah. I believe when you see Salah coming off, do you know in the games when you see Salah come off, for instance, against Madrid, but in other games, you saw when Salah come off, we lost that bit of pace and we was over-reliant on Mane, which was before we signed Salah. I remember we was over-reliant on Mane. And when we lost Mane to injury and stuff, that was why we signed Salah, because Klopp said we needed someone with pace. But yeah, we need someone else with pace up top. So I believe that a target for Liverpool is another pacey forward to come in, whether it's a striker or a backup as a winger. I believe we're looking for someone like that. Spectre says Christian Pulisic for me there. Look, yeah, honestly, yeah, Werner's got that pace. So I see that, mate. I do see that. He's a quality player as well. Speaking recently about, obviously, Naby Keita now probably becoming world-class because he's got the platform at Liverpool. Interesting that he says that. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I like him. I think he's a good player. Definitely got the pace. I would like to see another pacey forward come in for definite. Wayne says, great stream, does keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Wayne. I hope you're having a good day, my friend. Always like to see your comments on my videos, mate. Martin says Shaqiri lazy, not Liverpool quality. Thank you for your opinion there, Martin. They're wanting 100 million from Werner. Yeah, they are going to want a lot of money for him, aren't they? Colin, rice and chicken. Love that, mate. Love that. We will regret not signing Mahrez, says Colin. I said before about him, I said that, you know, he would have been a good choice for Liverpool, but a lot of people didn't agree with me on it. Now we'll see how he does, won't we? Hi, good video, says Tyler. Thank you very much, Tyler. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Hope you're having a good day, mate. Werner, we should get Bentner, world-class player. LFC have signed Kim No One. Yeah, I'll get it. £201 million. I like it, Spectra. Lucas, who is the best transfer for you that we've got at the moment? Lucas, who's the best transfer so far? Probably Naby Keita. I think Fabinho is quality. I think he's going to be really good for us. But I think Naby Keita, that box-to-box midfielder, that beast, I think he's going to give us so much. I think he'll give us a lot defensively because his work rate's ridiculous. He will get stuck in defensively as well. He's going to be that transitional player. Klopp loves that transition from defence to attack really quick. Naby Keita will do that really well. I believe what we see Genie do, I think Naby Keita will do that a lot better. And you guys know how much I like Genie and what he does. I think Naby will do that a lot better. Naby will drive at players as well. He's going to be a real player for us, a real player. So yeah, I've got to say Naby at the moment. I'm really happy with that. Fabinho though, absolute quality. Can't wait to see what he does in a red shirt as well. Michael Dunn, Daz, you legend. Michael, you legend. DeVries has went to Inter, mate. Yes, Tom. Thank you for saying that. If someone's asked about that, mate, thank you for updating him. What did I miss, said Gemma? Quite a bit, mate. Quite a bit. We'll be going for an hour. Yeah. Fekir returning to the French international team. Everyone going nuts saying, where's he been? Has he been at Liverpool? Has he been in talks? Whatever. We don't know. He could have been with his mate from Instagram. He could have been talking, you know, at the local shop or whatever. We don't know at the moment. So I had to update on that at the beginning. Obviously, it was a weird one. Where has he been? Fekir's agent, I didn't do a live stream yesterday because Sundays is normally my day off. But Fekir's agent saying that the deal's not done yet. Liverpool, there is interest there, but there's no green light from Ulos either. I believe that the green light situation isn't that Ulos has said that he's not able to go anywhere. Probably just waiting for the correct fee to be put on the table. We know by now that could drag on till after the World Cup, so we'll have to wait and see on that. Egeria, close to doing joining Rangers on loan, is a bit of a... there's a bit of movement in that one. We'll have to wait and see over the next couple of days. Karius had a head scan. Apparently, there was fears that he could have had concussion after that Ramos dirty elbow from the Champions League final. I asked what everyone thought on that. I believe. Oh, and Emre Can agreed a 4-year deal at Juventus. That's finally done and dusted. Good riddance if he doesn't want to be a Liverpool player. You know, basically we just touched on that as well, and we've kind of spoke about a lot with goalkeepers and that in this one. Should we be going out and getting a number one? Really, my answer is yes. Just to round it all off, mate. Here, but yeah, everyone else has been talking about it mainly. Chan is a muppet saying he wants to play for a bigger club, says Philip. Exactly, Demondo, Philip. Exactly, Demondo. But Daz, if Liverpool doesn't win a trophy next season, do you think Klopp's going to stay at the club? I believe he will, mate. I believe he will. I think the owners know that they would be stupid to get rid of Klopp, because I think Klopp is one of them sorts of managers that will always, whether they're not winning owners or whatever, will always keep Liverpool up there challenging for it without the owners having to spend massive. You look at the net spend, Klopp has done really well, hasn't he? I believe that if he got all the backing, if all the money was put there, if he got the squad depth, you've seen that Klopp spy now, I think the trophies are coming. I really do. He needs a squad depth because the boys are knackered at the end. There's a lot of injuries. If he's got enough players to be able to rotate, them trophies and that silverware is coming back to Liverpool. I've got, oh, by the way, the guys that have been subscribers for time, I've got my Colo Touré top on. You know that. This, by the way, for anyone that doesn't know, any new people, this is actually Colo Touré's top. He wore this in a friendly game. We went to watch a friendly, Liverpool versus Swindon, and Colo Touré, this is actually his top that he was wearing. And me and a few of the people that we was with, we were singing a Colo Touré when we started it, singing a Colo Touré song. He come over, he threw it in, and my missus just pounced and just grabbed his top, and yeah, she was sniffing it for ages and wouldn't take it off and everything, but it's been washed now. She was gutted that she had to wash it because she was like, oh, he smells lovely. I was like, you're disgusting. But yeah, this is actually his. I wore this to the Champions League final, to the screening at Anfield, because I was hoping it would bring us good luck, but then Ramos, the knob, did what he did. So yeah, I have been subscribed for 2 years, says Alisson. Subscribe what to my channel? Thank you for subscribing for so long, my friend. Does what caused Klopp to be in relegation battle with Dortmund a few years ago? What caused Klopp to be in relegation battle with Dortmund a few years ago? I don't know, mate. I don't know whether there was feuds with players or whatever going on there. I'm not too sure, mate. Badge says, lucky you, Daz. Colo actually threw it. Yeah, he did, mate. He come over. They was taking their tops off and they was just walking past. And me and my brother started the Colo chant and stuff, and he turned and he come over to the fans and he threw his top, and my missus just was possessed. And there was like kids and everything next to us, and like she just lunged and grabbed it, and she literally like got it and pulled it in. I was like, wow, seriously, like you snatch that away from like kids and everything. But we was like, you better put that on because otherwise people are going to try and take that from you. Yeah, she was a bit pervy, I guess, was like sniffing it and that. But yeah, I love this top. Like, good old Colo, eh? Good old Colo. Draxler is still so versatile. Yeah, a lot of people would like Draxler to come. Just seen in Twitter, Mane to reveal to Real Madrid. Patrick, Mane to Real Madrid, really? I'll have a look at that for you guys afterwards. I'll have a look. I'm going to have to knock it off in a second though, because I am going to go and get some food. I've got loads to do tonight and everything, but massive thank you to everyone that's joined me. To anyone that's new to the channel as well that's subscribed, massive thank you to you lot. We are very close to 5,000 subscribers. When I hit 5,000 subscribers, I will be doing a Liverpool home top giveaway for the new kit. Yeah, I will do a video once that's released. And then all you guys have to do is be a subscriber to On The Bench LFC. And I did say follow me on Twitter as well, but just be a subscriber to On The Bench LFC. Comment once that video is released, once we hit 5,000 subscribers, and I will reply to your comment with a number. And then what we do a live stream, and I'll get one of them random number generators, give you all a number, and then we randomly select it on a live stream. So that will give you a chance of winning a Liverpool home top for next year. Okay. And all you got to do is be subscribed to On The Bench LFC. Easy pickings, guys. Easy pickings. Wish you a very good appetite, dear. Thank you very much, Jag, mate. Thank you very much. Have a good one, Daz. Enjoy your dinner. Thank you, Maverick, mate. And you guys. Enjoy the rest of your evenings. If there's anything breaking tonight, obviously, who will be first onto YouTube? Hopefully myself. I am on a podcast, though, tonight. I am doing a podcast for another channel as well. So, I will be keeping an eye on the updates, but yeah, I will be on it, all right, and I'll have all me lot keeping an eye out for me. Okay, take care, everyone. Thank you for joining me as always. For those of you that did join in on that quiz video yesterday, massive well done to a lot of you, because I believe those of you that didn't cheat on Google did do very well. And if you didn't check out that quiz video and you want to take part, definitely check it out on my channel. There's a quiz video there with a few questions on it. Go and take part in that quiz video. Let me know your answers in the comments below. I did do the answers at the beginning of this live stream as well, all right? But see how you do with it. I'll do a lot more videos like that in the future. It's a bit of fun just to take your minds off all these transfer sagas that's going on at the moment. Right, Joshua, great stream as always, mate. Thank you. Take care, everyone. I've been On The Bench LFC. You've all been legends. Enjoy the rest of your evenings.